Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Or should I say, welcome me back to the channel, I guess. It's been a minute since I've been on. I want to say thank you all who stuck around and didn't unsubscribe or completely forget about my existence. So thank you for waiting while I was on hiatus because of my move. I had been, well, originally my plan was to only take a month off. I was planning on just like taking June off and dealing with all of this stuff, but it actually took a lot longer than I expected. All of the closing and all that stuff, and then not to mention the actual moving part, and then trying to get stuff set up and like equipment and all that kind of stuff. So it took a lot longer than I expected, and I'm still not done. As you can tell, my little fledgling bookcase back here is, very scarce. I only have some physical books. I realized when I was unpacking that I have a lot of like textbooks and code books and architecture books and stuff like that, and a crap ton of comic books, but not like a bunch of actual physical books that, I like. I didn't realize I had gotten that deep into audiobooks and ebooks that like I just had no collection. But like my ebook collection and my audiobook collection is like, wow, like and all that stuff. So that's gonna be one of the things I want to improve about my office and my new space over, as time goes on. I won't give it a time frame or anything, but as time goes on, I definitely want to get the leather bounds of like all the Cosmere books as they come out and as their availability increases, because it's really hard to get them sometimes. As soon as they pop up on Dragonsteel, they're immediately gone, and it kind of sucks. But I also want to, of course, get the Wheel of Time series. I need that full series. I need Red Rising. I need like a bunch of series that I've already read and listened to, but I also need a bunch more that I haven't read, like Jade City and some other stuff like that, like the Gentleman Bastard series and the First Law series and stuff like that. That's been on my list since I started the channel and have not been able to get around to them at all. So I want some physical copies of those, so maybe I can actually do some physical reading and stuff. And also, I already said Wheel of Time, Red Rising, Dune. Also, I need some physical copies of the Dune books. That series is so indelible to my sci-fi taste that I have to get some of those physical books. So yeah, that's basically just general update on like this office space. We're probably gonna do like a random video or maybe even like a live stream where I'll show you around. I mean, granted, it's just a room, one of my spare rooms, so it's not like a whole bunch to see. But I mean, I kind of value all of your input too. So like, if you all have any design ideas, any like different little accessories or some of my paintings you've seen before that you think will look good in the background or something like that, I value all input. So feel free to toss out some ideas. So yeah, but in general, for the rest of the year, the channel is going to be mostly focused on the Cosmere because we have the 11th metal coming out in November. So I want to continue my reread of the Cosmere because that's kind of where I left off. But I want to focus the rest of the year, at least in terms of the Cosmere, on Mistborn series. So I want to get through all, what, 6 books before the Lost Metal comes out, Era 1 and Era 2. But I also want to add in Secret History and possibly the 11th Metal because it probably will make just some fun conversation stuff, because I've never read or listened to the 11th Metal or Alamancer Jack. I've only read, or I read the ebook, then I listened to it, but I've only read Secret History apart from like the main series. So those two would probably be something new. So they might be worth adding in. But we basically have about 4 months, and I have roughly 8 books that I want to cover. 2 of them being novellas, so like short stories. So we're going to try to like at least get 2 a month, if not more, because I know when I get to like the short story stuff, like Secret History or whatever, it might be easier to kind of just spit out some more of those in that month. But in general, that is my plan. So apart from Cosmere and Mistborn stuff, I also want to get back into some Dark Hunter stuff. There's been some new Sherilyn Kenyon books that have come out, and I want to talk about those so we can talk more about her entire universe. So yeah, we're going to talk about that, and we're going to also continue the Dark Tower series just to give me an excuse to talk more about Stephen King. So apart from just that, that is basically the book channel stuff. So, and yes, I did make mention just the book channel stuff because I am starting up 2 more channels. This might be like literally me biting off more than I can chew, but I think it's something that's probably going to help me a lot with organizing. So I want all my book related stuff, including book TV shows like Wheel of Time and probably House of the Dragon and that kind of stuff. I want that stuff to live on this channel, but I want all my art stuff, possibly excluding some fan art stuff, to go onto my Cam Art Gallery channel. So that channel will be more closely tied to my Instagram, and it'll be more like art live streams and just art videos, that kind of thing. So it'll be a lot of that, and the upload for that will be a lot less frequent than this channel. But I also want to start a third channel, which will probably be called like Cam Reacts, where I will probably I have to figure out how to do the editing part of it because I'm not a very good editor or anything. But I want to do like reactions with the reaction clips, and then leave all the full length reaction stuff on Patreon. So if I can do that, then I could have a separate area where I talk about movies and TV and pop culture type stuff, probably comic book, pop culture type stuff as well. And then I'll have a space for just my art, the art stuff that doesn't have to do with, fan art and stuff like that, all my general art and all of that kind of stuff. And then I have a place for all my book nerd out nerdisms, including manga and some comic book stuff. So that's kind of how I see it. That's the vision. So we will see if I can do it. Cross our fingers and hope for me that I can make it work and I can like do all of these plus my 9 to 5 and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully it works. But in general, that's kind of the plan for the year. I want to expand into those two channels and I want to continue with the focus on the Cosmere with also, while also talking about some of the other stuff that I like talking about a lot. And yeah, I just kind of want to get back into the swing of things. And let me know how you like this mic audio because I'm using this little telemarketer mic that I got from work. And I think the quality of it is a little better, but you can like really hear my breathing and stuff very clearly. So I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, let me know how you feel about that in the comments section down below. Thanks again for sticking around to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you all next time. Peace.